Alright, FDG and Neutronize bring you Super Cat Brothers, an amazing 2D platformer for iOS and Android that came out November 2016. I'm your host today, Oxknifer. I'm here to teach you a little bit about the speedrunning guide to the first two worlds, and teach you a little bit about the glitches in this game. So, we have some amazing characters here. There's Alex right there, one of the favorites. He's actually our main character that we start with. So, let's tap to play and begin. We start with a crash landing. And World 1 begins. Okay, so the object of this game is to go through this world and collect bells, which will get us to other parts of the world. And eventually we're going to have to fight darkness, but that comes at the very, very end, so... In World 1 is very easy, but you're just getting the basics. Double tap to run, tap once to walk, and you'll be collecting bells as you go throughout. Some of them are just laying around, some of them you have to clear all the dandelions, for instance, to get that one bell in World 1, 2. But in World 1, 3, this one's just kind of sitting here again. Alright, so what I just demonstrated there, you might not have noticed, instead of a long jump, I jumped downwards. And I did that by gliding. That was a little trick I came up when I first speedran this game. I was actually the first speedrunner with about a time of 1 hour 30 minutes. It's pretty long because the current world record is only 36 minutes. Let's see, so the idea is when you glide, you're going to run to the edge of a platform and then press back once and then forward, and then that will cause your character to glide down. And after you glide down, you can double tap again before you hit the ground to break into a run as you hit the ground. So hopefully you see this is that's a glide right there. And I'll try to complete one at the end of this level too. Alright, so every world has a village, which is pretty nice. It's the 5th level in each world. And the villages actually help guide you. And they're kind of like nice respite places. There's a little shop. You can buy characters that can help you complete levels and makes things interesting. Alright, so that key we'll need later on. The key will help us get through other sections. So like this. There you go. Alright, this level we wait for those pink guys to pass, collect some more coins. The coins can be used to buy some very nice helpers. For instance, a firebird that can actually melt certain parts of levels that are ice. And that too comes later. Alright, fell down there. Let's see. Alright, moving on to basically the boss. The boss of this level. It's pretty cool. The beetle boss. So in this level, we're going to want to basically run to catch the boss's attention, so he'll charge at us. And then, while he's on the bottom, because I did that wrong, let's see. While he's on the bottom platform, hard trick. Come on. There you go. Come on. Alright. While he's on the bottom, you bash into the wall, and that's the way to get the enemy to fall down. Alright. So let's do this. Grab the bell and go. By the way, if you hit an enemy, you're going to get stars circling around your head, and that means you've taken damage. So I'll show you right here. And if you hit another enemy while doing that, while the stars are still circling around you, you actually will lose a life. and you only have 5, and they kind of recharge over time, so you gotta play nicely with that. Alright, quick glide here. We're gonna collect all the butterflies, give us a bell, and get to the goal. So that was World 1. Very quick. Pretty quick world right there. We have our Panda Gatekeeper, who's pretty fun as we enter the sand and water world. And he basically charges bells, so that's the reason why we're collecting them over time. Grab that one. There will be some bells that we have to skip and collect with other characters. And we'll talk about some of the other characters as we get there. We're about to get a new one right now. Alright. There's a slight chance that you can avoid hitting that guy. It's very hard to do. Alright, so Alex's perk, you could say, as a character, is that he climbs up walls farther than other characters. This is Brutus, our new friend. When we switch to Brutus, Brutus will not be able to climb as high, but he can dash into certain blocks and break them. So he's our strong one. Mr. Brutus. Unfortunately, as far as female representation in this game, we only have 1 female cat, and the rest of the characters, which are like 5, are all male cats. So, but we'll get Amy later. Alright, so we go to our menu select. So you have to be on this pink platform, but there is a glitch. I'll demonstrate it now. If you walk across the platform and hold down on the button in the top left and don't let go. First you're going to turn left, so you're going to want to hold right, but keep your thumb in the top left and then let go whenever you want, and then you can change to whichever character you want. And for that we actually call that menu storage. So I'll just demonstrate it one more time. If you want to get menu storage here, you run across, make sure you're facing the right direction, and you're holding down the top left. Okay, so that is a nice glitch found by Uppercase T, Mr. Uppercase T, who currently has the world record in this game of 36 minutes. So Brutus can smash through these walls very nicely. We want that bell up there, right? So we gotta switch back to Alex before these monkeys throw baseballs at us. And they're just chilling over here. Alright. So one thing I didn't do, I missed a bell because I didn't destroy all the sandcastles. You need to destroy all the sandcastles in order to get that other bell. Alright, switch over to Brutus. Do not hit that guy or you will die. There we go. So there's a bell up top here. We gotta quickly grab that. Try to perform a glide. If it doesn't happen, oh well. And just playing it safe. Those guys can be very, very annoying. You kind of want to learn their cycles and see if you can get around hitting them. Because they are very, very frustrating and lead to a lot of deaths for the unpracticed gamer. Brutus eats his little berry. And we're on to World 2's village. Windy Harbor. Here we have 2 keys, but we cannot actually we cannot actually grab the next key until we have a little guy who is really good at climbing or swimming underwater. And we're gonna get him soon. Alright. This is the shop. You can buy different things there. Alright. So you have to actually go back and replay levels to collect bells and keys and make sure you have all the items. There's a nice underwater level. Underwater physics are pretty fun, but kind of slow compared to the rest of the game. So these blue bubbles right here, you cannot actually swim up there unless you have the character that we're about to get in the next couple levels here. So his name is Shinji, and he is a blue cat. You see I collected the 3 red coins there. Those will always be the same coins. So if you memorize where they are, pretty easy to collect that bell. Alright, so 2-7. I basically destroyed this level. Watch this. First, we change to Alex, and then we're going to do menu storage here, and then change to Brutus in the water. Actually, no, I did that wrong. Hold on. We start with Brutus, and then change to Alex in the water. What that does, we're gonna sit right here and change to Brutus from Alex, and this is a trick that Uppercase T found again, that he calls jump storage. Using menu storage, you basically switch to a character while underwater, and then when you switch back to that character, the first movement they have is actually a jump. Because the character still thinks that they're underwater, or coming out of it. So Brutus jumps, he glitches through that platform to collect the bell. That is the first use of jump storage found by yours truly, and the only usage of jump storage that I've seen, and it's still not been used in an any percent run. If you don't know what any percent is, that's basically completing any portion of the game to complete it. Speedrun terminology. So you might be wondering what I did just there. That's another trick I found in 2.7, where you just simply go into that part of the wall and press left and right a bunch of times, and your character will think it's climbing a little wall. It'll pop out on top, and that's exactly where the goal is for that level. Alright, Big Fin. This is our water boss. Not a lot of fun to mess with, honestly. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta grab the key. Alright. Now, interestingly, I want to show you a cool trick here. What we could have done, instead of coming back to that key there, is there's a quick switch glitch, where you basically press the level, or press the character switch button while on the mat, and then quickly also press a character that you've never been before. Like Kuro, so that's the next character we're supposed to unlock. Or we could do it with... Okay, let's see if we can do it with Ollie. So, actually, you can do this with all the characters once you unlock this little menu at the top. This is Ollie, he has a cape and flies. And we got one more. Kind of hard to execute. It takes a lot of quick... You're basically pressing on both very quickly. With the character you have not unlocked. And then the menu button. So, come on, Amy. There we go. So there's Amy. So I could have done that and gotten an early key and bell. The funny thing is, if you click on those last two boxes, the 7th and 8th character, those characters aren't characters. They do not exist in the game. There's no such thing as a 7th and 8th character in this game. And so what happens is the game basically crashes. So I ended up discovering that myself. But the actual quick switch, the character quick switch, was actually found by the Discord that is dedicated to this game, Super Cat Brothers. Not the speedrunning Discord, actually. So we'll just hit this guy. Why not? Sandcastles. Alright. The same thing can be done with helpers. You got a bunch of helpers here, and I just unlocked the jellyfish without actually paying for it at a shop. So there you go. So right now we're going to defeat Big Fin, and instead of just racing away, we saw that there's a bell back there to the left. So you could either jump over him, which is actually kind of difficult and takes a lot of precision, or you can just hire the jellyfish to quickly kill him. So the faster strat, or strategy, as we call it, is to actually jump back over him. And then he'll get confused, and your jellyfish can kill him without him moving. So getting some of these bells takes precise jumps, but actually avoiding these fire things is very easy because you just continuously tap and try to just stay at the top. Grabbing some extra coinage there, jump to the top, and we have completed the level. And that is Worlds 1 and 2 of Super Cat Brothers, brought to you by Oxknifer. Again, I am the founder of the mobile speedrunning Discord, and I enjoy playing this game very much, and tons of other mobile speedrun games. So let me just show you the map real quick. We got World 1 here, World 2, World 3 is like the mining, I guess, like underground place where Kuro, you find him and then he can light up dark areas. You find Amy in Ice World and she can crawl in small spaces. This is World 5, Fire. Honestly, this is the hardest world. Very, very difficult. Lots of ways to die and lose all those hearts. You gotta be careful and practice. And then you get Ollie in World 6 here, and he can fly farther with his cape. And then finally you reach this kind of pyramid thing where you basically play 3 levels, and then at the very top you are facing darkness. And then that's it. There's nothing that when you complete the game, you don't get anything. It just takes you back to this map. So you can actually play over levels again, try to get better times, etc. Pick up coins on the map. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial, and I hope you speedrun this game. It is on speedrun.com/scbros. You can also search for it on speedrun.com. On speedrun.com there's a full game leaderboard, which includes any percent, meaning you can complete any percent of the game that you want, collect as many bells as you want, any keys, any characters. There's 100% requiring that you actually collect every single bell and every cat and every key. And we also have New Game Plus, which means that if you've already done runs of the entire 6 worlds, you just go back and do it again. You can probably get a faster time that way. So we also have a level leaderboard and world leaderboards for fastest completion. So please join us in running Super Cat Brothers. It's a very, very fun game. Neutronized actually just came out with Super Cat Tales 2. It's called Super Cat Tales on iOS, but Super Cat Bros on Android. A rather weird distinction. And the second game is also pretty fun. It has different mechanics though. So both are pretty enjoyable. And this is Oxknifer signing off.